Drake, what are we doing here? Like, Kendrick's kids? I understand. Like, go ahead and whine and, put anything else that you want in that fucking lawsuit. But come on, bro. Come on, bro. What is it that you're trying to prove? That you're right? What are you. Kendrick's kids? Oh, nah, bro. The father in me is, yeah. The father in me is coming out today. Let's go. How's it going, Yatu Savage community and YouTube? It's your boy JTomReactions, and I am here, unfortunately, talking about the subpoena god. Go ahead, man. Go look for Lucian Grange's files. Go ahead and put Screwface John in the fucking lawsuit, bro. Like, he doesn't even, like, come on, bro. Kendrick's kids? Like, comment, subscribe, whatever, yeah. But Kendrick's kids? What are we doing? Why are you putting Kendrick's kids in here? Because you want everybody to know, oh, I didn't lie in my fucking diss track. Oh, I didn't. I'm not a fine, bro. But don't put kids. Don't involve another man's kids in a lawsuit. What are we doing? I got Bigzoetv today. First time that we react to Bigzoetv. First time. I thought it was a good topic to go ahead, not only to remove a little bit of the seriousness. Bigzoetv has a way of making a serious topic into a way to like mellow it down and to. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Bigzoet's channel. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Bigzoetv. This is one of those topics, man. We got to do it. Let's go.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Goods, XY, Big Z. We back in the building, man. Listen.
Shout out Bigzoetv. Go ahead and follow Bigzoetv. He has a great community over there. And yeah, man, I just believe that, again, this is the perfect topic to go ahead and let Bigzoetv cover. And we will be talking about it at the same time. So let's go.
This is going into a place that I'm not going to say that I didn't see it going into this area. We saw it coming into this area of bullshit. But you know how bitch made you gotta be to be talking all this this, that, this sign that, and all this other shit. And behind the scenes, working with your legal team to get information on the guy who dissed you because you butthurt about a diss song.
You're a victim.
That's where we at. So I've been seeing this stuff circulate on.
Man, you know what? I want to get to a point where my editing skills are like that. Where you can take and just slap gifs on your topic. You can remove all the stuttering. I honestly leave the stuttering in there so that way you guys could see that I'm not taking off any. Like, if I mess up, I mess up. And you guys are going to see all of that. But I want to get to a point where my editing skills are like Bigzoet's, man. The dude knows how to edit. For sure. For sure. Let's go.
X, on all the social media spots. I've been seeing this thing circulate. And it's Drake's team and the documents that they're requesting. Now, the fact that we're here, again, I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to keep telling y'all. The fact that we're here talking about legal action is insane.
Not only legal action, you talk about all this big shit that you have mob ties. You talk all this big shit that you do this, you do that. Like he said in the beginning of the video, kra kra. You do all of the ha 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 ha. You do all this. You put about 100 guns, 150 guns, 300 guns in your fucking music video, trying to make it seem like you're a certain type of way. You try to make it seem that way, but having this lawsuit open, pulling some of the shit that you do, pulling all of this bullshit just doesn't seem believable. And this last thing you did just upsets me. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's go.
We're literally here talking about legal action after this. And it's funny because the last video I put up where I was talking about this case briefly, I had somebody in the comments say something about, that I had the audacity to sit behind a mic and talk about this as if Drake is suing over a diss track and not suing UMG for other reasons, like, doing it for the betterment of.
Okay. Some people like to do mental gymnastics to try to figure out a way to make this whole situation look better than what it is. How can you make this look better? How can you make this shit right here look better? At some point, you're gonna look back, man. You're gonna take a look back and you're gonna be like, wow, I was really doing mental gymnastics for this fraud. At some point, you're gonna look at this and you're gonna tell yourself, God damn, this motherfucker was actually suing over a diss track. To be honest with you, man, UMG also put out Family Matters. UMG also put out Push Ups. UMG also put out all those other diss tracks that you did. They put out back to back, where you were devaluing, I forget his name, Meek Mill. You were devaluing Meek Mill. All those other diss tracks you did to Joe Budden, all those other diss tracks and subliminals that you did to Kendrick Lamar, all those other diss tracks and subliminals that you put out to all these other people. You have been devaluing other artists, and UMG was doing the same shit for you. So the minute that they do it against you, or the minute that you feel like you're being devalued, you're going to turn around and sue. The hypocrisy. The hypocrisy.
Of artists.
The labracity.
Is this nigga serious?
What we got to say with this here now? Let's take a look. So this popped up, right? And it says Drake's legal team is reportedly requesting documents on allegations of domestic violence and violence against women by Kendrick Lamar. They are also seeking all documents regarding Dave Free's relationship with Kendrick Lamar and his children. Now,
Drake, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? There's no way. No fucking way. The video I made yesterday, I pointed out, in the video I made yesterday, I pointed out, hey, hold my spritzer. You're still fucking doing it. The guy can't hold any more spritzers. What the fuck are you doing, Drake? What the fuck are we doing, Drake?
This is scummy shit, right? Scummy shit for sure. Involving
Scummy isn't the word, though. Scummy isn't the word.
this man's children still. I mean, we were past that, but involving this man's children still is crazy to me. Now I know what people are gonna say. Kendrick involved his children when he did Meet the Grams. You know, he penned a letter to Adonis. Yeah, but remember, when they had that conversation, he said, if you take it there, I'm taking it further. And it got there. Now, the place where we're at right now has no type of comparison. We're talking about legal action here now. This is legal action. We are so far past rap beef. We're talking about legal action here. Now, let's look at this. It says, from January 1st, 2014 to present, all documents and communications relating to allegations of domestic violence, violence against women, and or other forms of violence committed by Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Dun, 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 dun. Like a damn snitch.
Let's read that again. They want
How is this relevant to your case? You want to prove that the lyrics that you wrote were true, right? That they're not all, what's that word? What's the word that they used? Hyperbole? If all the lyrics that you wrote are true and not hyperbole, then you said, and I quote, I'm gonna take the razor, slit your throat with the razor. That's what you said. So is that true? Because if it's true, motherfucker, do you know what that means? If what you said in that is true, what is that word that I'm looking for? Not only are you provoking, but you are also, damn, that fucking word is just going over my fucking head right now, and I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. I'm tired of having to talk about you. I'm tired of having to cover the stupid shit. And the reason why I keep covering it is because nobody else is doing stupid shit. Nobody else is going over here and is suing and putting other people's children in the lawsuit. You want to find out if Dave Free is Kendrick's kids. You want to do a paternity test to see if they're Dave Free's kids. What in the actual fuck? You are another level of sick. Let's see what kind of mental gymnastics your fucking fans do for you this time. Dog, what the fuck?
communications, documents, allegations of domestic violence, any violence against women, and or other forms of violence committed by Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Oh, man, that's cold. Look like you about ready to go tell on somebody right damn now.
So basically, what his legal team is doing is they are requesting Kendrick Lamar's criminal background. Anything he did, any type of violence. This motherfucker got in a fight 10 years ago. They want to know.
Y'all remember that song "Hip Hop Police" by Chameleonaire? Drake is the hip hop police. With so much drama in the industry, hip hop police are listening. Be careful or you'll be history. Y'all remember that shit? Y'all remember that shit? If you don't, I suggest you go listen to it. Chameleonaire was on top of his shit. Drake is the fucking hip hop police. How can you sit there with a straight face, say that you have mob ties, and you're over here dissing? You're over here still throwing shade, still dissing, still doing this. You have an open case on a diss. And you're over here spinning, turning around, doing backflips, and doing more disses, bro. Come on.
Is this where we really?
This is why we cannot take you serious, Drake. This is why we can't take you serious.
Yeah, is this what y'all really support from Drake? Is this what y'all really standing behind? This the hill y'all willing to die on? Now, it goes on to say document request number 51. From January 1st, 2019 to present, all documents and communication relating to David Isaac Freely, aka Dave Free, and his relationship with Kendrick Lamar Duckworth and Kendrick Lamar Duckworth's children.
In other news, Texas residents are going to be happy to hear this. It just came out. There's a new website where any Texas resident, as long as you live within a zip code in the state, you can apply.
Now, this right here.
What are we doing? You just want to prove if the kids are Dave Freeze or not, right? You want to make sure that your lyrics are true and that you didn't lie about anything that you said. But what does that have to do with this lawsuit? You're trying to say that these lyrics aren't hyperbole. If that's the case, some of your lyrics that you're saying that aren't hyperbole are going to be looked at as a threat. And if you say that Kendrick Lamar was being 100% true, then all that shit that you are saying that you're clean and you have this and he didn't lie. So did Kendrick Lamar lie? If it's not hyperbole, did Kendrick Lamar lie or is he telling the truth? If you're saying that your lyrics are true and that most of people's lyrics aren't hyperbole. This right here is going to hurt your credibility. It's going to hurt the way that people view you. It's going to hurt everything else. You're really trying to leave the industry. You must be trying to get the fuck out. You're over here dropping Iceman, right? Okay. But your moves are saying something completely different from what you're actually trying to do. And I sit here and I'm trying to figure out what it is that your end goal is. You just want a dub. To me, that's what it looks like. You just want a dub. Because Kendrick won all these Grammys. Kendrick won all these Emmys, or he's going to win these Emmys. He has all these accolades. He had the Super Bowl. He did this. He did that. And all you've been doing is canceling tours, doing this, doing that, because you feel like not everybody loves you the way that they used to. So you feel very devalued. But if you take a closer look, your music is still getting on the Billboard. Maybe not number one, but at least you're still getting on. All of the shit that you're doing is turning people off. like suing, like doing this, you're devaluing yourself. UMG is not doing a damn thing to devalue you. You're doing everything to devalue yourself.
Here, man, I'm telling y'all, gotta be the most slimy shit ever, man. This right here shows you who the fuck Drake is. A sore fucking loser. Like, I don't even understand how you could be this much of a sore loser to take this shit this far. It's just insane. Now, I know a lot of people look at this and they think like this a win for Drake. His fans, the ones who champion this shit, the fact that they stand behind this and think that this is like the place where their GOAT should be going is insane to me. This is hip hop, my nigga. This is a guy who is talking about the culture as if he's moving it forward, yet he's doing shit like this. Ho shit. Straight up ho shit. Now,
what?
Now, this is showing you again who Drake really is. And we all know that who he is he's a grimy, slimy ass nigga. Like, because he does shit like this.
What?
Pay attention, y'all.
Say it. Just say it.
I was gonna ask if it was you that made me DM Sniper Wolf that one time.
No.
So what happened then?
Yeah,
did that go anywhere?
She told me that she told me that she had a man, and then I was like, well,
Wait, when? That's a lie.
I was like, can we fight to the death?
Yeah. Now, so it goes on to say,
this man is very childish. It's like he never grew from Degrassi. He never grew as a person. He just never grew. He's a 40-year-old man who continues to show who the fuck he is as a person. This is the type of shit that pisses me off.
UMG has provided Drake's legal team with Kendrick Lamar's 22-page recording contract. So not only that, he wants to know about his recording contract, and he's using legal means to try to find this out.
Dun, 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 dun. Like a damn snitch.
Says, but most of it was heavily redacted and unreadable. Drake's attorney plans to ask the court to order UMG to produce an unredacted version, which they would then file under seal. And this goes on to say, on June 24th, you produced a heavily redacted version of Interscope Agreement with Kendrick Lamar at UMG. The extent of your redactions, which covered a vast majority of the 22-page agreement, rendered the agreement unreadable and incomprehensible. The redactions are plainly improper, especially because the parties specifically agreed to treat these types of contracts as attorneys' eyes only under the terms of the protective order. Your unilateral responsiveness redactions are all more problematic given that UMG itself has previously refused to permit plaintiff to make responsiveness.
Why do you need his contract for? What do you need his contract for?
Redactions, telling plaintiff that doing so would be highly unusual and inappropriate, and that there is no provision in the federal or local rules for redaction of non-responsive portions of otherwise responsive documents. So basically, this little nigga want Kendrick Lamar's contract.
Dun, 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 dun. Like a damn snitch.
Like, the desperation that we seen here is just insane.
Oh my God.
This just screams out desperation. And I know we talk about Drake wanting to find a win, trying to find some place where he feels like he wins something within all of this. And this is what we're seeing. Drake wants to win somewhere, somehow, someplace. And his attorneys, to me, seem like they're trying everything possible to find something. They're digging into Kendrick Lamar's contract shit. They want to know every single crime that Kendrick Lamar committed. And I ask y'all out there who are fans of Drake, is this something that y'all really, really standing behind? Because to me, this just looks insane. Now, let's read a couple comments. This one says, imagine
How can y'all stand behind this? Okay. Hip hop has always been anti courts, anti feds, anti police, anti this, anti that. This is anti hip hop in all aspects. How can y'all sit there, call yourselves hip hop fans, and you guys are allowing this man to go to the courts over a hip hop beef? How can y'all champion this? I can't champion that. As a hip hop fan, I cannot champion this.
Jay-Z suing Nas, Big suing Pac, 50 suing Game.
I'll take it one step further. As a father, I cannot champion this shit. You're saying that my kids are not mine. I cannot champion that. Tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me how you champion that.
Drake is a crybaby ass bitch who got his ass handed to him more than once and can't stomach the fact that he's on the losing end. UMG got their foot on this nigga's neck to the point he has his team fishing. Fucking loser. And, you know, that's what it looks like. To me, I don't understand what the end game is here. And I know some people are going to look at this as Drake fans and say, well, you know, Kendrick, oh man, he's in trouble. I think this is just going to make him look more like an idiot. Now, let's say in some weird world, he finds out that there was a domestic violence thing, right? What does that do for Drake? What does that do for the battle? Does that make you look at the battle differently? What does that do? Because one of the things that we all saw with our own eyes was we saw Drake on stage with somebody who was not of age.
What is that?
We saw that. We all have eyes. We all can see it. We saw it.
I synced it.
There are questionable things that Drake has done. And it's the reason why when some of these things were said in these diss tracks, they stuck. If none of these things are things that people see, it wouldn't have stuck. This is just weird in all cylinders, bro. It just doesn't make sense. It's a bitch ass move. And I don't understand it. It says, why is Drake entitled to see Kendrick's private contracts? Just because he lost the rap battle and can't cope with it. This is such sore loser bitch shit. And I don't want to hear that this is about UMG, not Kendrick gaslighting BS from stands. And that's something that I've been hearing from a lot of people. Like I told you, I had that one comment that basically alluded to that. The days of y'all saying that this is about UMG and it's not about Kendrick is fucking over. I don't want to hear that shit. That shit no longer flies. It's no longer an excuse for you guys to use. Drake.
Especially when you're asking for the contract. Especially when you're asking for a paternity test for Kendrick's kids. Bitch ass move is right. That's what it is. Bitch ass move.
Drake is suing because he is butthurt.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Let's keep it honest. We're not going bullshit. Keep it honest. He's suing because he's butthurt. And this right here is one of the most disgusting things that I've seen in this lawsuit. Drake is clearly hurt.
You're a victim.
And for somebody who was walking around saying, what did I miss? Acting like he's unscathed, like nothing happened, and he's still on top, going on streams, acting like he's super happy, walking through, doing tours, doing all this shit. The way that he's behaving behind the scenes and in the courtroom is insane. And I think, honestly, and people can say what they want, whether they think it isn't true or whatever. I think, honestly, this right here is going to do way more damage to Drake than he thinks or than he realizes. But I firmly believe that Drake is so full of himself that he cannot see it. I think whatever Drake thinks Kendrick has done, I think he firmly and desperately believes it. Now, the other side of that is that for somebody to believe something so bad that they're willing to throw themselves out there and toss themselves out there to the wolves to try to prove it, it makes you feel like, bro, is there something that he knows that nobody else does? Like, we're being honest, to be fair. It's like, for you to stand on it like this is just insane. But this is a disgusting move. I don't like it. I think it's a bitch-ass move. No matter what comes out of it, this is a bitch-ass move. I don't see how anybody can champion this. Drake is just showing everybody that he's the biggest Karen in the game, and he's complaining because he fucking lost. Like, the more I look at this, the more I want to say that this shit is not happening, but this shit is happening before our eyes. And this is where we are, y'all. In hip-hop, Drake's legal team is responding to Not Like Us.
Y'all, go follow Bigzoetv. I'm going to leave the link in the description. What do I think? Drake, Drakesha, Senor Subpoena God. You as a father, I honestly think that you don't give a shit. But I would hate it for somebody to come at me and ask me to take a paternity test and basically say that my kids are not mine. Like, what the fuck? Asking for Kendrick's contract, what do you want? Like, the fuck? What do you want to see? You're also saying that this lawsuit had nothing to do with Kendrick. To be honest with you, it does. It has a lot to do with Kendrick, and you're proving it. This has a lot to do with the battle. And you're making it seem that it's just not anymore, but you're making it seem before that it was just over UMG devaluing you, when they pretty much, promoted all of your diss tracks. So what is your end move? You're trying to get out of this contract. That's what it seems like to me. Every single time, it just seems like you're trying to get out of this contract. And at the same time, you want to prove a point that everything you said in your fucking song was true. But again, if you say that, there were a lot of things that you said in your fucking songs, like Family Matters and fucking the hard part, the fake hard part 6. You said you would take a razor and slit his throat with said razor. You said that. So I'm just trying to figure out what your end goal is. Unless you're just being like a kamikaze and you're taking yourself out, along with UMG and along with Kendrick Lamar. Maybe that's what you're trying to do. At the end of the day, grow up. You're 40. This should be the time when, you just take care of your life. How are you taking care of your life? How are you taking care of life? But you don't look at it that way. Everything has to be me, 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 me. Me this, me that. I did this, I did that. I went over here, I did this, I did that. Here, let me post a selfie of myself with duck lips, with my shirt off. That's all that you've been these past couple of years and your whole career. So, what is your end goal? This has been your boy JTomReactions. Very real video for me. I As a father, I just look at this shit and I'm just shaking my head. I cannot champion this shit. I will not champion this shit. Even if it was Kendrick Lamar doing it, I wouldn't champion this shit. If it was my favorite rapper, I would not be championing this shit. If it was my favorite football team doing it, I wouldn't champion this shit. So I guess my question is, what is your angle? This has been your boy JTomReactions. I'm out this bitch. Ya tu sabes. Go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and like. And also go ahead and comment. Long ass video, 35 minutes. Hey, fuck it. Again, your boy JTomReactions. Go ahead and subscribe. Ya tu sabes. You already know. Let's fucking go.